Kansas City Dance Festival is 7 days of performances and programming that kicks off on July 14th and is supported by the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund. One of the venues of the festival performances is here at Quixotic at 1616 Broadway. Today we're here with Logan Pateros, the co-artistic director of the festival. Logan, thank you for having us here today.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
You've been involved at the festival since the beginning. Can you tell us how the festival originated?
Sure. We developed the Kansas City Dance Festival in 2013. My co-artistic director and friend of mine, we were sitting around wondering what we're going to do over the next summer months when we're facing, typical dancer layoffs. There's like a whole summer that's going by, but there's no work to be had. And we were trying to really fill a gap in the Kansas City art scene to where there wasn't much dance going on. So we thought, well, why not? Let's start to create a new dialogue, a new narrative about dance in Kansas City, and really kind of explore how to create a more advanced way of audiences being able to come into either a black box studio or a performing arts center to be able to see new works. And that's really the genesis of how the Kansas City Dance Festival started, is to employ these artists, to employ choreographers, to be able to get their voices heard in the city during the summer months.
And where do the choreographers and the performers come from?
Well, over the last 6 years, we've employed over 90 dancers and choreographers. We have international choreographers that have come to Kansas City. We have international dancers that have come to Kansas City. We've also had local dancers and also national dancers come to Kansas City. And that's really what the festival is about. Like, we have a week of performances that we offer the Kansas City audience, but we also offer our artists and performers like a 4-week basic creative structure to create develop new dance, to develop new styles of dance for people to watch. And that's really the festival to us, is getting these artists in to collaborate with each other, to get to know each other, to see where they're from, to see where these dancers that dance in National Valley of Estonia, how they connect with Kansas City artists, or how they connect with artists from different cities in the United States. So it's really a fun collaboration in the sense that we all get together and we explore new ways of communicating with other artists that we might not necessarily work with from day to day. So that's really the heart of the festival, and it culminates in the week-long endeavors.
So are the performances more contemporary, are they a little classical, or are they a little bit of everything?
They're a little bit of everything. Last year, we developed 5 new world premieres that we performed here in Kansas City, and this year we're doing the same. And in the beginning, our structure used to be, we used to have a set piece that we would either go out to find a choreographer that they would come in and stage, but we started moving away from that a little bit. We started to notice that creating new and innovative works is where we're really heading in the future. And that's really what we want to do, is be able to create something that's wholly indicative of Kansas City dance. And we have not only, again, the national and international dancers, but our local dancers creating that together, so it has its own voice for Kansas City.
And where do your audiences come from who come to see the performances? And even you have an open rehearsal too.
We do. On July 18th, we have an open rehearsal, and we invite most of the Kansas City community. Really, it's an open dialogue about dance. It's an open dialogue about who created the pieces that you're going to watch in the main show, but it's also an open dialogue about the local, national, and international dancers coming into the studio and really kind of telling their story, because that doesn't happen enough. So we have that in a dance forum format. It's for potential audience members to come in and really learn about different backgrounds, very diverse backgrounds, and not only dance, but in life. So they talk a little bit about themselves, where they're from, how they started to get into dance, and a little bit more of a common exchange that way. So it's a little bit more in depth about what dance is to them.
So Logan, how many anticipated attendees are you estimating this year?
Well, throughout the week, we have a bunch of events that we're doing. It starts with the Black Box event that we have here in the Quixotic Studios, which is a collaboration called Foreshadows between the intra-company works that they will be working on once the artists get here on the 25th of June. They'll start developing that, and it'll culminate in the Black Box studio performances on the 14th. And then we held a series of master classes throughout the week. There'll be 5 master classes at various dance studios in Kansas City. And we will also be having a dance forum on the 18th here in the Quixotic Studios, culminating in July 20th and 21st at the Gym Theater. So ultimately, we hope to have around 1,700 attendees this year.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of people. And then how many do you think are from outside of the Kansas City area?
We've seen people come from Tulsa, from Chicago, from Des Moines, from Lincoln, especially regionally, the ability for people to make a day trip into Kansas City. That's where we've seen about 30% of our attendance of the main shows is coming into Kansas City.
Logan, where's the best place to get information about all of the programs that are happening during the festival?
The best place to look for information about the artists and the choreographers and our performances and basically every date that we have during that week is at kcdancefestival.com. That contains all of our social media information, plus how to arrange tickets and everything of that nature.
Well, gosh, sounds very exciting. Thank you for having us in your home at Quixotic, and we look forward to the festival.
Well, thank you so much.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/NTDF.